Alright YouTube, so this video is going to be, it's an arm, uncut, raw, whatever you want to call it type video. So I'm going to basically just be going over what I'm doing in this arm day with you guys. So first exercise is a cable curl. So typically I would do this with just a straight bar, but you know, straight bars weren't available at the gym today, and luckily for me, you know, I have this cable attachment in my bag where I can just connect this to any cable that I want and it basically just makes it, you know, shoulder width for me, so I'm not, you know, forced to grab a bar that is so narrow and then curling in here like this, or grabbing something like a lat pull down bar that curves on the outside and curling like this. With this attachment here and with these handles, what I'm actually able to do is, you know, keep my elbows tucked to my body and be able to actually curl as if the straight bar was exactly shoulder width and perfectly set for my body. So this is something that I purchased on Amazon. You can get one of these too. I think it was about like 15-20 bucks, and then these handles are mine as well. These were about 12-15 bucks. So, you know, I keep these in my gym bag, so whenever there's not, you know, attachments readily available for me to use, you know, I can just grab something such as this out of my gym bag and use it. You know, sometimes, you know, I do opt for my stuff before, you know, using a straight bar, but you know, if the straight bar is available and it's right there, then I'm going to grab it. But banging out a few partials to end out the set here. And then what I actually did was, or what I actually do every week is superset at least these first two exercises are always my first two of every arm day, and I do a lot of reps, like 20 reps, 25 reps, sometimes even 30. But I superset just a cable curl and then some type of cable push down. So again, this is my own rope attachment, so I just keep this in my gym bag, and this one's super long, so what I can do is tuck my elbows back and then kick back instead of, you know, pushing straight down. It's a lot harder because your elbow is at that angle, putting you in that, you know, that flexion point. So a lot harder. Definitely can't use the weight that you're, you know, used to using whenever you're just banging them out just regular. So take a step back from the cable, you know, lean your upper body forward, pop your hips back, pull your arms back to, you know, tuck on your lats, and then kick back from there, almost kind of like you're going to see me do here later in this video, which is a crossbody cable extension. It's kind of just like that actually. So I like it, you know. So what I did was just, you know, had my attachment on the bottom for the cable curls, and then I took my attachment off, raised the cable, put this rope on, or put this tricep attachment on, and you know, did a superset. So, you know, 3 sets, you know, 10 to 20 reps, and you know, just like that, big arm pump already. So then now I'm moving into more of my like meat and potatoes part of the, you know, workout, like the arm builders or the mass builders, you would say. So it's, you know, just a dumbbell hammer curl, no superset here, just a straight set. Started off with the 35s. So my goal is to not feel this in my forearms, which, you know, today kind of felt this a little bit in my left forearm. Don't really know why, but the goal is to obviously build this weight up and not be able to feel a contraction in my forearms and feel it all just in my biceps. You know, this is the first time I felt it in my bicep or my forearm in a while. So you know, I'm not taken by it, but you know, I love this exercise. It's a very good exercise. As you can see, the form of this exercise is I'm leaning to one side, dipping my arm, and then, you know, flexing at the elbow. So I'm not just, you know, stiff straight to my body, curling up. I'm dipping that arm straight, lengthening that arm, and then curling up, keeping the elbow, forcing the elbow basically down towards the ground. Something I've learned from Mike Van Wyck, you know, watching Fuad Bro Chat podcast and everything, so picking up some tips there. So next exercise, not a superset as well, but we're moving into some close grip Smith bench press. So here the goal is to basically just be able to move as heavy as amount of weight as I can for one set, and then second set, do more of volume, more intensity techniques, rest pause, drop set, whatnot. So for this first set, nothing crazy, guys. It's just a little over 2 plates. I was warming up, put a plate in the 25 on, and decided, I don't feel like taking this off and putting another 45 on, so I just threw another 25 on top. It was actually a very good weight. I moved this weight very well, I feel like, very good control. So just trying to get overall strong on these over the next couple weeks. So I did 2 sets of those, and then I moved into 2 sets of what are called JM presses. So it's essentially just kind of like a skull crusher on the Smith machine. So as you're going to see me do here in a moment is kind of like set it up so the bar is kind of right over your upper chest clavicle area, a little above your neck, and then when you come down, basically just force your elbows down and back, tuck them together, and come down to right in that clavicle area, almost like a skull crusher, but it's a JM press, so you're kind of pressing it, but you're also kind of doing like a skull crusher at the same time. So you can see my head come forward a little bit as the weight comes down. I don't know, it's just my body language, my body's natural way of moving whenever I do this movement. So I just kind of rock with it. It feels good. I feel my triceps burning, so I'm feeling everything that I'm supposed to feel. I'm moving, not heavyweight, not even really decent weight. This is just mediocre weight. So, the goal is to, build this up over the next couple weeks. Get stronger with these, build some meaty triceps. I did 2 sets here, so, this is just like some compound work to basically put mass on the arm. So I did 3 sets of the dumbbell hammer curl, so I did 4 sets something here on the Smith machine. So now we're going to move back into some supersets. Excuse me, some supersets. So I did some step forward some step forward cable curls. And what I did was basically just turned around, raised the cable, supersetted it with those crossbody extensions that I did mention earlier.